This is a free download of the FM104 Phone Show, Ireland's #1 late-night radio show with Adrian Kennedy.
What's been branded a Project X party happened on Friday night in Swords. I'm not sure if that was the intention of the party, but that's how it turned out. Here are just some of the calls from the program, from our program on Friday night. How are you, Luke? Now, what's up? What do you want to get off your chest? This is about some party in Swords, is it?
Yeah, a huge party in Swords tonight.
Right, go on.
Yeah, like, his house was messed up. There was holes through the wall, holes in the walls and all.
His house was messed up by whom?
Loads of people, about 200 people. It's next Project X.
And what, a load of people arrived and wrecked the gaff?
Yeah, wrecked it.
Where did this happen?
Just at Ridgewood.
In Ridgewood. Now, because we've had a few texts about it. Now, what was happening? It was a party for what?
For this fella's birthday, no one even knew him.
Right.
He put it on Facebook because he didn't like his stepdad and he wanted everyone to smash up his house.
And what, half of Swords arrived?
Yeah, more. People all over Dublin came.
And absolutely wrecked the gaff?
Yeah, like proper wrecked it.
And were you there yourself?
Yeah, I was there.
And were you invited to the party, or did you just gate crash like everyone else?
Just crashed it, yeah.
And what, everybody just ransacked this house in Swords?
Yeah, it was a real small. There was people that was back and front garden and all.
And what was his deal? Like, now don't name the fellow, whoever he is, but what was his deal? He doesn't like his stepdad and he wants the house wrecked.
Yeah, he was going to let someone drive his dad's car, his dad's Merc and all. He's crazy.
There's somebody with major issues.
Yeah.
My God. That's unbelievable. And do you know who this fella is, even?
No, I don't even know his name.
But all you know is you saw it on Facebook, come down and wreck the gaff.
Yeah, I didn't do anything. Just people kicking his walls through and all.
Adrian, it was mayhem, right? I didn't know myself. I didn't get to be in by myself now. I don't know if there was a page on Facebook today or what, but there was a very, very good amount of statuses up on the news feeds on Facebook. So my friend drives and she said we'll take a trip out and see what it's all about. So we drove out, didn't expect it to be as wild, but there was over 700 people there. We got there and the front door was taken. They took the front door, I don't know why. The banisters were gone. They took the banisters out of the house. The mother and father will be waking up to a cup of tea tomorrow, but instead there'll be fish in his cup. They boiled his fish in the kettle. They robbed his dog, and they hung a hamster from the ceiling. When the Gardaí came to shut the party down there, about half an hour after it started, that's how mental it was. They came to shut the party down, and
but it wasn't a party in the true sense of the word. It was just a wreck the gaff thing, was it?
It was like a Project X all
yeah.
over. Project X Dublin style.
My God. So the guards arrived a half an hour later and cleared it all out?
Cleared it out, deserted, everyone had gone with the banisters, the door, the dog, everything, and the fella just stood there and laughed about the whole thing.
That's unbelievable.
It's shocking.
Isn't it? And what made you go down?
Well, I just seen all the statuses and people were saying they're going to go down to see what all the fuss is about, so we said we drive down and just have a look. Went down to the house, it was absolutely upside down. It looked like Bin Laden had dropped the bomb.
Unbelievable. And was there 200 people? Was there more? How many?
About 700. Genuinely about 700 people at the party. Like, I'm worried for the boy because that's his house or his stepfather's house, and he has to sleep there, but there's no front door.
All right, now that was from our programme on Friday night when the news was just breaking about this story in Swords. Now, it made the front page of the Herald this evening. A Dublin home was smashed up by hordes of drunken teens after details of a party were posted on Facebook. Windows were smashed, holes were punched in walls during the incident in Swords. It's understood that a 16-year-old boy whose parents were away unwittingly attracted a crowd of unwelcome guests when he announced Friday's party on Facebook. Now, we want to hear from you on this on 6797104. We will not be reading out your texts on this. It's only calls. So get on the phone right now. 6797104 is our telephone number. Some people saying that there were no pets harmed. It's all been blown out of all proportion. Mind you, to look at the photograph in the Herald today, it doesn't look like it was blown out of proportion to me. It has to be said. It really doesn't look like it was blown out of proportion. Mattresses dumped in the back garden. And anyway, here's an email that I got today. Lots of people reacting to this. I would never usually email your show. However, I felt I had to after what I've just heard. My younger sister just read out some text she received from school friends of hers that had attended a party in a house in Ridgewood and Swords. And I'm absolutely disgusted at what I heard. A young lad had invited a number of people to his house for a party as he was new to the area and wanted to make friends. However, due to the event not being made private on Facebook, word got out and over 300 teens arrived at his door. The majority of the people who attended the party were under the age of 16 and were consuming alcohol and various drugs. During the party, the front door was robbed, a goldfish was put into the kettle and boiled alive, someone attempted to hang the hamster but didn't succeed. A number of people pooed in different places around the house and absolutely destroyed the place. I am completely in shock and absolutely disgusted at the youth of today. Surely if someone so young is capable of doing such things, it can only get worse in later life. I strongly feel that the Gardaí should do a full investigation into what happened at this Project X style party, and punishments should be put in place for those who vandalise the house and abuse the animals. I would like you to raise this topic on your show, to raise awareness about what went on there, and to let the disgusting teenagers who done this know that they won't get away with it and that this is not acceptable. And that's from a lady called Katie. And I'd like to hear from you. 6797104 is our telephone number. We will not be reading out texts. Please just call us on 6797104. Brian, you're on FM104. How are you, Brian?
Grand, and yourself?
Grand, thank you, Brian. Now, you were at this, for want of a better word, party on Friday night.
I was.
And is the person who lives there a friend of yours, or...?
No, I just heard about it on Facebook, so decided to head down to.
Right, so do you live in Swords?
Yeah.
You live in Swords, okay. So you heard word of it on Facebook and thought, what, this sounds like somewhere to go? This sounds like somewhere is going to get wrecked? Who goes to a party of somebody they don't know?
I heard about it just before I literally got there. I heard all these rumours about the dog being raped, all this mad stuff, and then the guards came, so I just left.
Okay, but what my question to you was, who goes to a party of somebody that they don't know?
I don't know. If a lot of people are going, so they might as well.
Yeah, but what made you decide to go? Did you decide to go because you wanted to go down and cause trouble? Did you go down because you knew a house was going to get wrecked? I'm just curious. Like, if I saw a party on Facebook that I wasn't invited to, I wouldn't necessarily be going down to it. Why would you go to a party that you don't even know the person?
Because all my friends were going, so I just...
But why were they all going?
I don't know, to be honest with you, Adrian.
Okay, so you went down, and what happened?
When I got there, anyway, the door was missing, garden was trashed, windows were smashed, and I was mad.
And these were obviously all people like you who saw it on Facebook. You see, I'm at a loss to understand why you would want to head to somewhere of somebody you don't know from Adam.
Yeah.
Like, what were you?
It was a stupid decision to go.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. What were you hoping to achieve by even going there?
Just to have a good time with my friends.
And wreck a house?
No, I didn't wreck the house. When I got there, it was already wrecked.
But, did you think... What exactly was said on Facebook? What did you see on Facebook?
Everybody's welcome to come up. People were just posting it on their walls. So I just said, I might as well just go.
I might as well just go?
Yeah.
And do you even live near there?
Oh yeah, I live in River Valley.
Right. And you decided, fine, I'm going to head down there to this party of somebody I've no idea who it is, just to see what's up.
Yeah, basically.
Right, stay there for 1 second. But by the time you got there, the place was already in bits.
Oh yeah, it was trashed.
Now, Gary, you were there as well, but you're saying that there are a lot of lies going around about what happened at this party.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if a party is what we should call it, but go on anyway.
It wasn't his birthday at all.
Say that again?
It wasn't his birthday at all. He had that plan from the weekend before that.
Had the party planned?
Yeah, and he wanted it. He wanted that all to happen. I got a message on Monday off one of my mates saying there's this fella, he's having a party because he just hates stepdad and all, and he wants to get popular. And he just said bring anybody once they're not all assholes, and then once they like just, you know what I mean?
And do you know this fella?
Oh yeah, McLovin.
Well, I don't want his name. Okay, so you know this fella. I don't want you to name him, okay?
McLovin, just McLovin.
Okay, and he decided he was going to have this party, to be popular or whatever.
Yeah, because people are probably slagging him in school. I heard that he was autistic and also, like...
So, okay, when you went down, what was going down when you got there?
Oh, there was a lot of people already there. Then I went in from the back entrance because you couldn't get round the side, but the back entrance was filthy. Pop out was like, there'd be bottoms and over in a heap by even the time I got into the house. And got in, went upstairs, and I did see about the dog. I don't know if I did get raped, but I did see a naked person trying to jump on him. Like, but people trying to drag him off. This fella was locked out of his head.
This fella locked out of his head was mounting the dog?
Yeah, like pretty much, but like he had his trousers down, but I don't think anything happened. Everyone just started dragging him off.
Okay, so what made, and I have to ask this question until I'm blue in the face, what made you go down to this party in a house of somebody you don't even know?
Because the fact that there was so many people going, I just thought, and after watching the film Project X, it has to be like it. Had to go on.
Okay, so that's what you were going for. You were expecting a Project X style party.
Yeah,
and for people who haven't a clue what that means, Project X is a movie, and it's all about exactly this: a fella throwing a party in his house, a young fella throwing a party in his house, and they just go absolutely insane. That's really what the movie is about. And that's what you were expecting. So you thought, here's a house that I can go down and what? Cause mayhem.
I didn't do anything. The only thing I was doing, and see the hamster that got hung.
Well, I didn't see it, but I've heard about it, yeah.
That was already dead before it got hung, and I'm the one who sellotaped it onto the rope before we put it up, but he was already dead.
Right, so the hamster was already dead in its cage or whatever?
No, it was on the floor.
Dead?
Yeah, dead.
But who killed the hamster?
I don't know, I came into a splat, there was a bit like splatter basically.
Okay. Now, what state was the house in when you got there?
There was a mattress hanging out the window, there was someone hanging out the window kind of, and then there was the holes in the walls and all the banisters. I don't know what happened there. The door got off after a while. I was walking down the stairs and seeing some fella just run by with two of them holding the door, just giggling to themselves. Guys.
So was it good fun?
Yeah, it was fun at the time. Like, it was, I don't know, it was just a bit funny the way everything was happening. Just people running by with doors and hamsters hanging themselves. No, not hanging themselves, hanging.
And did you at no stage think to yourself, what age are you, Gary?
Oh, 19.
You're 19. Did you at no stage think to yourself, holy shit, somebody's going to be in trouble here? This isn't normal behaviour. This is not a normal way to treat somebody's house.
Oh no, once the guard came, I was gone.
Even no, but I'm talking before the guards got there.
Yeah.
Did you not think to yourself, holy shit, this is a bit over the top?
No, even the fella that owned the house, he was jumping up and down like a loony.
Yeah, but even at that, I assume you wouldn't allow a party like that in your gaff.
Oh, hey, you trust me, there's probably been more.
Say that again?
There's probably been more parties in my house than there, but not that bad.
Yeah, I'm sure there hasn't. That it's so bad that it makes the bloody newspapers.
Yeah.
And the place was in bits by all accounts.
Yeah, the fucking once they're a bit crazy anyway, but everyone was there. Everyone was doing the same stuff. So
you see, my question is, and this is what the lady in the email says. Surely if someone so young is capable of doing such things, it can only get worse in later life. And basically what she's saying is, if you're capable of wrecking a house like that, what sort of a person are you?
I didn't wreck a house. I just hung a hamster, that's all.
But you're in a house of somebody you don't even know.
Yeah, so
like who does that?
Everyone that was there didn't know the little McLovin, like.
But why would you want to go to a house like that with somebody you don't know? Maybe I'm just a bit thick here. Maybe the penny's just not dropping in my head, but I don't get that.
I don't know, just for this laugh. Everyone was gone to see what it had to be like.
All right, stay there for 1 second. 6797104 is our telephone number. That's the only way to get involved in this conversation tonight. We're not taking any texts because there are so many coming in. We're not going to start reading texts. We're just going to take your calls on 6797104. Cian, you're on FM104. How are you, Cian?
How are you doing?
Now, Cian, you also went to this party in Swords on Friday night.
Yeah.
Why did you go?
Oh, some of my friends were gone.
Because all your friends were going.
Yeah.
And did any of your friends know who was having the party?
No, it was on Facebook, so all my friends decided we say we go out.
And what age are you?
16.
You're 16. And you by the way, I want to hear from anybody who is a neighbour in the area. The estate, well, I mean, if you live in the estate, obviously you'll know about this because the whole bloody city is talking about it. But if you're from Ridgewood Estate, let us know what you witnessed on Friday night. But sorry, Cian, you decided to go down because you saw it on Facebook and you thought, oh, this will be a laugh.
Yeah.
And were you expecting a Project X type party?
No, the fact is that there was 200 people attending on Facebook, so we said this is going to be big, so we might as well just go out.
Okay, so it was set up as an event on Facebook, was it?
Yeah.
And one of those events that you reply whether you're going or not.
Yeah.
And there were 200 people going to this random party in this random house in Swords.
Yeah.
And you and your mate said, oh, we'll go down as well.
Yeah.
Now, what happened when you got there?
Oh, we walked up, the front door was gone, the window was smashed, there was holes all over the walls and all.
But who did all this?
I don't know.
And what did you go into okay, so you arrive at this house in Ridgewood on Friday night, you see the window smashed, the door missing off its hinges, and did you go in?
Yeah. I just went in because there was people outside and out the back, like the house was full, like you couldn't even walk in, like.
The house was that full?
Yeah.
Right, so so what you do? You went around the back?
No, we walked in the front door.
And when you walked in the front door, describe exactly what you saw.
People sitting on the stairs, people, just music, dancing everywhere.
And people drinking and whatever?
Yeah. No, I've never seen that in my life before.
And was it, have you seen the movie Project X?
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
And was it like that?
Yeah.
Dublin style?
Yeah, Dublin style, yeah.
And I'm assuming you didn't have a swimming pool out the back and whatever, but it was literally, I mean, people texting in, it was hilarious, an hilarious night. Was it an hilarious night?
Yeah.
Oh, stay there for a second. Kenny, you're on FM104. How are you, Kenny?
What's up, Adrian?
Good, Kenny. Now, you live in the area?
Yeah, I live in Ridgewood.
Okay, I've teenagers from all around Swords and all over North County Dublin who turned up at this thing saying it was an hilarious night, it was mad. What do you think of what went down on Friday night?
Well, basically my little brother seen it on Facebook there as well. Heard it was getting a bit out of hand, so we just said we'd take a walk down, like, you know yourself. And took a walk down, like, and it was havoc, like, I mean, maybe not hilarious, but it was just mad to see, you know. There was just
mad to see what? So many young people in one house wrecking the gaff.
Oh, there were just lads all over the place giving it loads, fucking smoking hash in the gaff and everything, and fucking drinking cans. It was just in bits. The place was in bits. The front door was gone. Fucking, I don't know what they were doing with the hamster at all. But the guards came and I didn't run away now. Everyone was just running away, but I mean, I wasn't doing anything. I was just sort of walking by, you know.
And, okay, you're saying it wasn't hilarious. Were you shocked by what you saw?
Oh, yeah, too right. The place was absolutely in bits. Like, as a few other people said there, I've never seen anything like it, like.
And, I actually meant to drive there today to have a look at the house. What sort of a state is the house in today?
Not good. No, actually, I haven't been, like, I didn't see it today now, but that house, it's gonna take a while to repair all the damage.
Right, it's that bad. That's what I'm trying to get at. The house is structurally destroyed, is it?
Well, I mean, like, obviously the walls and all that are going to be all right, but obviously Yeah.
The inside of the house is absolutely wrecked.
The new door, all the windows were smashed, like the place is in bits.
And I heard people were pooing all over the place and...
boys shitting left, right and centre, just all over the place. I don't know what that was about, because I've never been at any party where young lads do be shitting all over the floors and all.
No, neither have I. Now, Jamie, you were saying that you... I mean, there's all sorts of rumours, and some probably true, some probably not, about what went on with animals and whatever. You put a fish into a kettle, did you?
Yeah, I put them straight into the kettle and turned it on, yeah.
Why?
I don't know, for the laugh. The lad who had the session was a dope, like, he was saying to everyone, yeah, everyone come over to my house, like, I don't care about this gaff, it's my ma's fellas, and I don't care if it gets wrecked, like, I'm just gonna do whatever it has to do, like, and then they start messing, like.
And so he wanted the place wrecked?
No, he was just saying, this is my way of getting my ma's fella back, I hate him, like, anyone can do what they want, like, so I just had a bit of messing, like, going on in the gaff.
So did you know this fella?
No, I didn't know. I heard about it.
You heard about it how? On Facebook as well?
Yeah, it was all over Facebook the week before.
Right. And so this was well planned?
Yeah, it was. It was all over Facebook, sure. I'm not even from Swords, like, and I heard about it.
You're not even from Swords?
No.
And, okay, so you decided, right, I'll head down there.
Yeah, that's basically what I did. I jumped on the bus, said, "Come on, we go down." Like a few of me mates went down.
And what were you expecting?
Well, I was expecting really what I said on Facebook. Like, lads are just like saying mad stuff about the house, like that was going to be happening to it. He knew well it was going to happen to it. Like, what do you expect? About 400 people at the house, like.
Okay, now when you got there,
yeah.
What sort of a state was the place in when you got there?
There was muck all over the walls, the windows were smashed, the door was gone, everything, like the house was properly wrecked.
And that was just when you got there?
Yeah.
And then what? You decided, sure, I'll go in and wreck the place myself then?
No, I didn't wreck the place, I only put the fish into the kettle and boiled it.
Now why did you boil a fish?
I don't know, for the crack, like, that was the least thing of his worries, like, everything else was wrecked and then I just put the fish in the kettle messing, like, and that's all that happened.
And then did you leg it when the guards arrived?
Yeah, I did. I was gone.
You see, what I'm trying to understand, Jamie, is like, here's a fella, you don't know him from Adam. You're saying he knew exactly what was going to go down by putting it up on Facebook and saying, come on down.
What do you expect? If you put on Facebook a section in my gaff, like, everyone can come, what do you expect that's going to happen to your house, like, honestly?
Yeah, everyone's going to come. But again, I don't understand why anybody would want to go to a gaff when you don't even know the fella.
But that's the thing, like, that's what's going on these days. There's no sessions to go to, so if you hear about a session on Facebook saying it's going to be a mad session, you might as well go up to it, like, see what's happening at it.
Right, so you arrived and the place was already in bits.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
And, I mean, did you not think to yourself, holy shit, look at the state of this house?
Yeah, I felt a bit bad, and it was his own fault. Like, he said, like, whatever, anyone can come over, like, so it's his own fault.
And did you talk to him?
No, I didn't. I didn't even see the lad.
So you don't even know who he is?
Oh, I've seen pictures of him on Facebook. Like, there's a picture of him on Facebook with him with the newspaper in his hand. Like, he thinks he's deadly. He got front page of the newspaper. Like, but he was crying on Friday night, I heard, like a little bitch.
Okay, stay there for 1 second. 6797104 is our telephone number. The question that we're asking, well, the question that the lady who sent the email about this is asking, is she blames the disgusting teenagers who did this. They should know that they won't get away. What do you say to that, Jamie? That the behaviour was just absolutely disgusting, and that the people who caused the mayhem are responsible, not the young fellow who put it up on Facebook. Yeah,
it's true, but like honestly, I don't know what he like expected out of this. I hardly thought like there's going to be no messing. Like, do you know what I mean? There's a solid 400 people there. Like.
All right, Sarah, you're on FM104. How are you, Sarah?
How's it going?
How are you, Sarah? How are you? Your point on this is why did he invite so many people?
No, I was saying that my little brother is actually in your man's school. And he came up to my little brother in school, to him and his mate, and was like, oh, come here, I'm having this party, blah, blah, blah. Will you go and invite, like, loads of people? So they went and they came back to him and they were like, oh, yeah, we asked about 50 people, and he was like, no, that's not enough. So what did he expect to happen? And, like, it's a bunch of 16-year-olds going out. They can't go to town, so they're obviously going to go to a party and get locked.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just, like, when I was a young fella, yeah, if your mum and dad were away, you'd have a gaff party, but...
Yeah, like, what happened to the
nothing like that.
Bang out of order. You know, like the fish and the dog and all, like... And shitting all over the carpet.
Yeah,
as well.
I mean, it's just... Jamie, do you think that's funny, all that? Shitting on the carpet and all that? Do you think that's funny?
No, it's around. What, sorry?
Do you think that's funny?
About people wrecking the place.
And shitting on carpets and all that?
Nah, that's disgusting, that is. I only had a bit of a laugh about putting the fish in the kettle, like, that was about it.
You thought that was funny?
Yeah.
I mean, other people think you're a sicko for doing that.
Sure, what can you do?
Sarah, or sorry, Louise, you're on FM104. How are you, Louise?
How are you, Adrian?
Good, Louise. Now, what did you want to say on this?
Is he for real or what, Adrian? That's cruelty to animals, killing the goldfish, boiling the goldfish, you know what I mean? He's a bleeding shithead, that thing is. You know what I mean? He's freaking me out listening to him now on the radio.
Here, if it means that much, you want to buy him a new fish, like.
Buy a fish, I put you in a fucking kettle and boil it and see how you
go away, you old bitch, you old cunt.
Bitch, go on, you
enough, lads, enough. The fact of the matter is, Jamie, you think, I mean, you're saying some of the stuff that happened at the party is disgusting, like people pooing on the carpets and all that, yet you think it's funny to boil a fish.
Yeah, but who'd want the shit in the carpet, like?
Well, who'd want to boil a fish, like?
Yes, exactly.
I mean, seriously, like, who'd want to boil a goldfish?
I didn't press the switch on the kettle. I just put me in and someone else pressed the switch.
Well, you did the main part of it, didn't you?
Oh, would you stop, would you?
No, you did. You put the fish in the kettle, know what was going to happen.
Yeah, alright, I did.
Yeah, right.
Well, if it means that much, I'm going to buy him a new fish, like.
Buy him a fish. You'd want to get the man's house sorted out for him, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but I didn't do any other damage apart from...
You knew what you were doing by going up to the house, didn't you?
Yeah, because I was going to sit in my gaff board, like...
How would you like if somebody went into your house and put your fish, goldfish in the kettle and boiled it? Yeah, I wonder why.
For the simple reason that in case someone puts in the kettle on my session.
Yeah, put you in the bleeding kettle, you fool, yeah.
Can I ask you, Louise, what do you make of what you're hearing here?
They're all gobshites, Adrian, if you ask me. It's disgraceful. Their calls should all be traced to where they are, Adrian, and the police should go to their houses and they should make them all bring them to court, make them do community service and make them work on that man's house. That's disgraceful, that is. What is their parent that they're bringing them up like? Do you know what I mean?
And the gas thing is, with it being in the newspaper today, with everybody talking about it in Swords over the weekend, with us talking about it on the radio tonight, I guarantee you, most of those teenagers, when Mammy and Daddy say, oh, listen to that thing on the radio, were you at that? All of them are going to say, oh, no, I wasn't there.
My son, I'd say they're the sort of ones, Adrian, that their mum used to say, my son wouldn't do that. That's not my son, that's not my child. It's the likes of those people that should be watching what their kids are doing, because it's genuine people that are being accused in the wrong of these things, and it's the little assholes like them that do these things. I was disgusted reading that. That poor man in his house.
All right, stay there for 1 second, Louise. Adam, you're on FM104. How are you, Adam?
What's the story?
Now, you were also there on Friday, Adam, were you?
Yeah, I was, yeah.
And why did you go?
Representing the boys from River Valley.
So you decided you were going to head down?
Yeah.
Did you know the fellow who was having the party?
No, I didn't know.
No. And what, you like everyone else, you saw it on Facebook and you thought, right, we'll go down there, there's going to be a Project X party.
Yeah.
And what did you do in the house?
Yeah, but I went in and shat on the floor.
Pardon me?
Shat on the floor.
Did you sit on the shit as well?
No, just shat on the floor.
Yeah, you didn't. So you knew what was going on, and how could you sit there and watch what was going on in somebody's house like that?
What's it to you?
What's it to me? But would you like it done in your own house, would you? You Northsiders, you're all the same, a pack of fools. That's all you're there, a pack of fucking fools.
Hang on for 1 second, Adam. What age are you?
17.
Oh, Adam, you need to grow up. Seriously, man. You need to grow up, you immature little tosser. Seriously, grow up.
Adrian,
Sorry?
They're probably tossers, right? That are on the dole, that won't get up off the hole and look for a job like decent people. That man is probably out working all the time. And those tossers that are probably ones scrounging off the social welfare, and I think they can go around and wreck people's houses.
I mean, like I said, I'd explore it a bit more with this moron, but if that's the sort of mentality of people who turned up at the party and decided to put shit on the carpet, like, honest to God, it'd just make you sick.
Yeah, would they do it in their own house, Adrian? Would they like it done in their own house?
No, of course they wouldn't.
Yeah.
But the question is, who's responsible here? That's the question that I want to ask tonight. Who is responsible here? Is it the young fellow who put it up on Facebook in the first place? Or is it the young fellas like that moron who arrived down and decides to shit on the carpet? I mean, who does that? Seriously, you have to be screwed up in the head as well. Shauna, you're on FM104. How are you, Shauna? Now, Shauna, what did you want to say on this?
I think it's 50-50 really, because like he's the one that put it on Facebook.
Yeah.
And like he shouldn't have put it on Facebook, but people were like in his own house, taking his door, smashing windows in, boiling fish, shitting on the floor and rubbing it on the walls. Who does that? Like, you wouldn't want that in your own house. Imagine your man, dad coming home and seeing that. And
I can't imagine. No, I can't imagine.
And you having to explain to that what was that from. Like, you wouldn't want that to be in.
But my question is, who is more at fault here? Is it the young fella for putting it up on Facebook in the first place, or is it all the people who decided, great, this is an opportunity to wreck a house?
Well, they probably all thought they were illegal coming down to wreck some young fella's gas, like, when they probably wouldn't want that themselves. And then just going on Facebook looking at them, like, you know what I mean, like.
You see, like I said, I just don't get who would turn up at a party for somebody they don't know, other than to cause mayhem, other than to actually smash the place up.
What'd you say?
I said, I don't get... It's only troublemakers would turn up at a party like that. It's only people who are out looking for trouble.
Well, like...
Or out looking to wreck a place.
They probably just wanted a Project X, if you get me.
Yeah.
But, like, that didn't...
That was only a film, though. That was a movie.
Yeah, I know, but, like, teenagers want that, though. Like, from my own point of view, I'd want that. But, like, I wouldn't go...
You'd want to go to a party and wreck the place?
No, like... You want to have a good time, but you wouldn't want to wreck someone's gas, like. But I think it's disgraceful the people that went and did wreck his gas.
But you just have to say you'd want that. That's what you just said. I'd want that. Oh, she's gone now. Tommy!
How you doing?
How are you, Tommy? How are you? Now, Tommy, what do you make of this whole story?
Well, they're just out and out scumbags. Now, I have a relationship with the owner. I'm not going to go into the details of the house.
Okay.
But just these little scumbags who think they got away scot-free. The police have names. There's kids squealing that were at the party. The same names are coming up. These people will be hunted down the next week or two, and they're going to be brought before the courts and brought to St. Pat's. They're out and out scumbags, and I can't say enough against them. I'd love to get my hands on them and wring their necks.
Now, there were, like I said, I mean, we heard about this within an hour on Friday, and, we were hearing of doors being taken off hinges, the front door was gone. And
Well, I was actually in the house. As I said, I know I'm not going to state my relationship on the phone, but I was in the house. There was plasterboard kicked in. There was the electric lights were ripped out of ceilings. There was shit stains on the floor. Someone had ripped or kicked banisters in up the upstairs of the second floor of the house. The downstairs, the back garden looked like it had people running through for weeks. The grass was all dug up. There's mud there. The shed had been broken into. The outside windows were smashed. These are out now animals. And I guess there you had on Adam. I doubt that's his name. Same with Jamie. Trust me, you're being hunted down at the moment, and you'll be in front of the courts very soon. You're out and out scumbags, and you're going to get everything you deserve. And as for that McLovin fella, we know exactly who he is, and he'll get his as well. Simple as.
Now, okay, I'm not going to ask you your relationship with the owner of the house, but this was obviously put on Facebook and spread around by somebody who wanted loads of people to turn up at the house.
He has a stepfather. I'm not going to mention names. I know exactly who he is. I know the situation. He hates his stepfather. for whatever reasons, I'm not going to go into them either. He had this party purely to wreck the house. He doesn't even live in the house on a full-term basis. He comes up to see the mother, his natural mother. He stays with her a couple of days a week. He lied. He said he had to go up and get his computer or something like that to get a key. He was told he's actually living with a relative of his. He lied to get into the house, got into the house and destroyed it. He put up a Facebook page. This is all premeditated. This wasn't a spur of the moment.
No, so I believe, yeah.
He was trying to get up to there was up to 300 people there in the house. He was trying to get as many people there to cause as much havoc. So these lads who were shitting, boiling, goldfish, doing things to dogs, you will be hunted down. You'll be brought before the courts. You're going to be done for criminal trespass and amongst other things. So don't be thinking you just got away scot-free, lads. You're in big trouble.
And can I ask you, is the house owned or rented?
Well, I don't want to go into them details because it's not really my kind of place to say. But I'm just saying that I'm not going to get into it on the airways. I'm just going to say that these lads who are enjoying their few minutes of fame, like your man McLovin who set up 2 Facebook pages, thinks he's the cheese, boasting it out of stand there with the Star newspaper on his Facebook page. There's a world of trouble coming these people's way and they don't even realise it. So just saying, enjoy your few minutes of fame, lads, because you're in big trouble.
And there's people saying this person McLovin or whatever is a hero. He's
a prick. Excuse my French. He's a now weasel. He's a specky four-eyed gimp. And all he's done, he's gone up. Now, I don't mean to be crude, but his exact word was, "After this party, I'm going to get some pussy." He couldn't score on a brothel with €1 million in his pocket. He's the biggest wimp you could possibly imagine. He'll get nothing out of it. He's just going to have a lifetime of dismality over this. He's an absolute wretch. And he's a disgrace to his family, to his aunties, to his uncles. He's a filth bag. And I hope he gets everything he deserves. Dragged through the courts for the rest of his life. He's a scumbag.
Okay, but you might be interested in talking to some of the other scumbags, that, as you described them, who were at this party.
They're the same little weasels that the guards will be knocking on their doors in the next week or two.
Well, hang on there for a second. Sean, you were at this party, were you?
Yeah, I was at the party, yeah.
And are you worried about the guards knocking on your door?
No, I'm just ringing up just to say, look, how do you know the people ringing up you aren't just lying to you, saying what they done?
I don't.
So how's he saying they're going to St. Pat's and all? How does he know if they done or not? They could just be ringing up for a laugh off their mates.
No, I'm saying, listen, the same people, the same names are coming up. It's the same people. You bring a little 14, 15-year-old, you put him in the garda cell, you'll be surprised what he's going to say, okay? The same names are popping up. I'm not going to go into the details of it. These people will see, okay? That's all I'll say.
Yeah, but say, like, you don't know that. They could just be putting them off it. They could have done it and just put someone else's name on it.
Well, that'll be up to the guards to decide when they pursue it. I wasn't there, but if certain people are bringing up the same names the same number of times, well then, these people are going to have to deal with it or prove that they didn't have anything to do with it.
Now, Sean, you're saying you were there?
Yeah, I was there, yeah.
And what did you do at the house?
I done nothing. I just went there and just heard that was a big party in Sword, so I just went along.
Why? What were you hoping to find?
Nothing, just have a good time.
At a party of somebody you don't even know?
Yeah.
So you went down to wreck the gaff, did you?
No, I just went down to enjoy myself.
Now, it says on my screen that you took the door off the hinges.
No.
Did Jeremy, did this fella Sean say that to you? He took the door off the hinges. Yeah, that's what he said. That's what you said to Jeremy on the switch?
Yeah, I just said that to get in because he wouldn't let me talk to you about anything else.
Tom, you're on FM104. How are you, Tom?
Oh, it's Tomo.
Tomo.
Yeah, how's things?
Grand, thanks, Tomo. You were at this party as well, Tomo?
Yeah, I was, yeah.
Why did you go?
I just saw on Facebook, like, you know what I mean? I'll have a bit of his door now.
Sorry?
I got his door.
You got his door?
We got a bit of it, like, I'm going to sell it now in Dundee.
You're going to sell a bit of a front door?
Yeah.
Another comedian.
Another comedian is right.
Hilarious, these lads are. They're gas.
What? Okay, when you arrived at the party, Tomo, what was going down? Oh, seriously,
That's how much of a hard man Tomo is.
Yeah.
3 minutes on air, you know, it's 3 seconds the same. Show off to his mates and off he goes running.
John, you're on FM104. How are you, John?
What's up?
Good, John. All you lads all sound the exact bloody same.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Yeah, go on, John.
Yeah, well, I took his banisters.
You took his banisters?
Yeah, and see a man on the line over there, whatever his name is, giving a rant about all of us.
Yeah, Tommy.
Shut your mouth, you, Tommy, you fool, you.
Good man, yeah, you're a little tough man, are you? Why'd you bring the banisters back, your little knacker flat body? You're a little scumbag, that's all, yeah. You think of the cheese.
North for life.
I'm from the north side of myself. I don't go on like that, you pathetic piece of shit, you. Don't know what are you talking about, you fool?
North side,
What are you talking about, you fool?
Banisters. So what?
You're that poor, eh? You must be a little pieball knacker, are you, that you couldn't afford your own gaff. You have to rob people's banisters, yeah?
Travellers.
Did you? Good man, fair play to you. Sitting there with all your mates.
Well, John, do you think that makes you cool that you robbed some banisters out of a house?
Yeah, it makes me fucking lethal.
Lethal?
Yeah.
Sad person.
Sad cunt giving a rant about all of us.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one shitting in someone's gaff, killing a hamster and boiling the fish. Does that make you a man, does it?
In this gaff.
Did you not? But you're just going on about like these are all the cool north siders. What do you think of a gangster, are you? Are you a mad little yoke, are you? Where are you from?
Cardboard one.
Yeah, I don't even know what he's talking about, Adrian. Sorry, he's a complete plonker.
John, why did you go down to this house? Did you go down to this house just to cause trouble? Did you go down to this house because you knew it was an opportunity to wreck a gaff?
No.
Why did you go?
Went down to have a fucking party.
A party of somebody you don't even know?
Yeah, you fucking put it on Facebook.
So off you went down to have a party. What age are you?
16.
You're 16. So you arrive into this house of somebody you don't even know, and what, you reef the banisters off?
Yeah.
And did you drag them out of the house?
Yeah.
So you went down just to wreck the gaff?
No.
I mean, who... like
parties and just go straight up the stairs and put banisters off. Is that how you lads get your kicks these days?
Yeah.
I mean, like, okay, who goes to a party and robs a set of banisters? Honestly, like.
Yeah, no, I don't. I know all my friends don't. I know probably a million other people that go to parties have a good time.
I've never heard of anybody going to a party and robbing a set of banisters. Ever.
Or killing a hamster, boiling a bit of bleeding goldfish, or having a shit in the carpet.
Put them in the fucking kettle.
Sorry, say that again?
I'm not the one that put the fucking...
No, we know that. We know that.
Oh, yeah, you're only the good lad.
You're banisters, boy.
Took them out of the house, yeah.
The banisters.
And come here, you're 16, John, yeah?
Yeah.
And when you went home on Friday night, did nobody ask where you were?
No.
Have you been asked at all about this party?
No.
No?
No.
Nobody's even wondering where you were on Friday night?
No.
And if your folks at home were to say, where were you on Friday night? Were you at that party, John? What would you say? No.
No.
Tommy, just back to what we've been saying there about the fact that people are not going to get away with this scot-free.
No. Again, I'm not going to go into too much detail at the moment, but there is names being bounced around and people will be getting called soon enough.
John, does that worry you at all, no?
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't worry you in the slightest that the guards are going to knock on your door because somebody's after squealing on you?
No one that are squealing on me.
He's so hard, like, now, you know, they get shot, they went near him. He's a mad thing, he is. You're a nutcase, yeah, you're mad joke, are you?
Why you mad thing, yeah?
Running the north side, eh? Yeah.
No, just running Dublin, you know what I mean?
The north side's on Dublin, you fucking arsehole. Cop on, will you? Get a life, can't even speak.
Yeah, you can't speak.
Honest to God, where'd you get these lads from?
That's the sort of people that turn up at parties like that, Tommy. Every single one of them sounds the exact same. Every last one of them sounds the exact same.
No job to get up for, sitting there with the lads, 5 spot between tennis, they're ticks, they're all just muppets, and I hope they get what they deserve anyway. Listen, I'd love to hang around. But
all right, go on, Tommy. Thanks very much indeed. Right. All right, good luck. Bye-bye. JJ, you're on FM104. How are you, JJ?
Yeah, I just want to say that kid, McAloon, deserved everything he got.
What do you mean he deserves everything he's going to get, you mean?
Oh, he got shit in the floor, his dish got boiled, deserved everything.
Why?
Because he put up on Facebook, he wanted people to come, so the people came, and that's what he got.
Yeah, I mean, okay, there's one thing saying he got what he deserved, but who goes and does that stuff? That's okay, your man obviously putting it up on Facebook and all that, a bit of a moron, to be honest. Obviously has some issues at home that we perhaps don't know about. But that's one thing. Okay, yeah, he probably got what he deserved or whatever. But who does all that stuff? What sort of a Moron goes and robs banisters and boils fish and shits on carpets.
Deadly lads, like, they just want to be cool, and that's what they get for it. Like, just trying to be showing off in front of other lads, having a few cans, and then shit goes down.
Now, Stephen, you were at the party as well, and you were saying that there's a lot of lies going around about it.
Yeah, I was actually DJing at the party.
You were DJing at it? I don't want you to name any names, Stephen, okay?
Oh, sorry, yeah.
No names at all. Right, so you headed down to this party, and what, got the tunes out?
Oh, straight away. I got out of the car, out of my mask car, with my stuff, and my mate is, and walked up, and straight away, lads smoking joints right outside the gaff.
Yeah.
Hands on hands. I walked in, and it was absolutely mayhem, man. And I even messed them. Like, I walked in, and everyone was just, there was like a little dock station, and it was like you couldn't even hear the yoke, and like everyone just going crazy. And I walked in, and I was like, yeah, I got your man McLuhan, and I was like, where am I to put the stuff? So it was like a kitchen table, and I asked your man, all right, well, I'm gonna have to get everyone to move because there was no plug sockets near the table, so just me and my mate just like moved the table, pushed the table right in front of everyone, like, and they had to all get it away, and I'm not even messing, like for people legging it downstairs, like. After, like, I only got there, I was DJing for about half an hour, and then when I left, no, I didn't leave, the guard came, and then I was, like, helping your man, because, like, he was kind of upset, if you get me, like, I don't know, but...
Who was upset? The fellow who ran the party?
McLuhan. The guard arrived, and
he was upset that the guards arrived?
Yeah, the guard arrived after half an hour I got there, like, and everyone just scattered.
And what do you mean he was upset?
He was just... The car were giving it loads to him, and he was just like telling him to fuck off and shit, and like I don't know.
And again, I don't want you to name any names, okay? But do you know this fella well?
No, I don't know him at all, to be honest. Like I heard about the gaff like on Facebook.
Right.
I was like, no way, this is a good chance, like to have a like good like DJ. But I had no clue it was gonna turn out this way. Like so, I was like, oh,
so did you offer to DJ at it?
Yeah, we offered the DJ, yeah.
Right, but you didn't know this lad from Adam?
No.
Okay, and you decided to go down to the party, do a bit of DJing, let people hear you doing your thing,
yeah.
But you'd no idea what you were going down to?
No, I actually hadn't a clue. Like, I had an idea it was going to be out of hand, like the day before, but like I was like, sure, feck it, like I'll just go down and have a look. But like after half an hour of mixing, the guard were already there and they told me to turn off, so, but... like after everyone left, I was walking around the house with my mate. I actually took a video of the house, and it was in absolute shocker. There was a downstairs toilet, and someone actually took a crap on the floor inside, and then locked the door of the bathroom.
Jesus.
Yeah, so the guard.
Will you send me in? Will you send me in that video, Stephen?
Am I able to? I don't know. Just through Facebook.
Send it to me on email.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, no bother.
Will you do that? Phoneshow at FM104.ie.
Yeah, I'll do that, yeah.
Because I'd like to let our listeners see that as well.
Yeah, oh man, I'm not even messing. It was an absolute disgrace. Like, walked upstairs, I saw people walking out of the house with school bags full of stuff out of the house, like just robbed stuff. Like, oh, I'm not even messing. Like, it was.
And were you shocked?
I was in shock. I felt so sorry for the man. Like, I'm not even messing. Like, me and my mate and my girlfriend were just there, like, and we're in shock. We didn't know what to do. So, because I was waiting for my mum to come back, because I had nowhere to go with my stuff, you see. And, oh man, I'm not even messing. Like, I've never seen something like that in my life. It was crazy.
Stay there for a second. Sinead, you're on FM104. How are you, Sinead?
Hi, Adrian. How are you?
Grand, thanks, Sinead.
I was just listening in, and I'm not an L1 or anything like that. I'm in my 20s, but my point was that by the sounds of things, these guys, you know, that are having these parties and the way they're talking and their attitudes, like, these are next in line to, you know, rule a country, or they're next in line, like they, you know, it's by the sounds of things, I'm worried for our future.
No, I mean, you know, I don't want to sound old or whatever. We were all teenagers. I was a teenager myself. We all had house parties. I drank all my mum's drink. I did all that shit, but I certainly didn't have a party like that.
I've never, like, I'm only 23 and I've never heard of anything like that in my life. And, like, I'm not old, as I said. Like, it was only 4 or 5 years ago when I was doing, you know, going to parties, having a few drinks. But that's taken it to a whole new level.
Absolutely, yeah.
It seems nowadays that you know, things just getting pushed to the limit, every single limit. And these are only kids. They're 16 years old. And, you know, when I was 16, don't get me wrong, I'd have a few drinks and I'd have smoke or whatever. But, like, I mean, this is taken to a whole new level. These are next in line. These are the guys who, in a couple of years, are going to be going out there, getting jobs, paying taxes, you know, possibly, you know what I mean, I don't know, getting, you know, hopefully helping to turn the country around. And this is the way they're acting. And this is the way, like, to me, if that's the way they were going to carry on at that age, it's only going to get worse. To me, that's what it seems like. I've never heard of anything so disgusting in my life. Like, and
I have to tell you, I mean, the majority of people who've sent us texts, who sent us tweets, who've rang in the show said it was mad. It was mad. It was deadly.
That's what scares me. Like, they think.
I mean, young Stephen here is the first one I've spoken to who said I was shocked.
And that's what's scary to me, Adrian, is the fact that, like, I'm only young myself, and I think that's disgusting, and I think it's scary. And if I was in that situation, God, I would have ran out the door. I wouldn't have known what to do. But my point here is that, you know, if they're finding this fun, how much more are they going to push the limits to take it to another level of fun? What's going to be fun when they turn 17, 18? You know, what's the next limit? Where are they going to take it to next? Like, I mean, someone could have been seriously injured there. And I'm sitting in my home now, and this is my ma's house. And I can tell you now, I'd be absolutely murdered if I even had as much as 20 people in here without her knowing. So what I'm wondering is, do parents care anymore? What's going on? That I know my ma knew where I was. You know what I mean? I live in a small community. She knew where I was. She made sure she knew, you know, and maybe sometimes I'd lie to her and, you know, she probably might not know. But nowadays it feels like kids are they've so many limits. They're growing up way before their time. And it just seems to me like, where is it going to end? When's it going to stop? Like, these are next in line to run a country, to pay their taxes, to do all of that. And what's going to happen next? Like, just scares me, to be honest. Like, and I'm not old myself, you know what I mean? So I'm worried, like, what's going to happen and how far they're going to take it. Someone's going to get seriously hurt, and, you know, it's going to be another headline in a newspaper. And
I tell you, the more shocking part about this is that this young fella, who they've given the nickname McLovin, is being hailed by young people as an absolute hero.
And I mean, it's scary. I know, like, I understand he had this big, amazing party. Like, Project X was an amazing film. Like, I get what they're trying to receive from it, or what they're trying to get out of it. Like, this big, huge house party with unbelievable things happening. But come on, lads, it's a bloody film.
Yeah, it was a movie. Like, seriously.
Movie, like, all of those things, and they're not going to happen. And I've heard of it like, in other places around the country where people have tried to do similar stuff like this, and, you know, it's never worked out. But, like, I mean, the things like killing animals and stuff like that now, like, that would, you know, that's taking it to a whole new level.
It certainly is. All right, well, look, I'm going to have to leave it at that. Thanks very much indeed, Sinead, and thank you, all of you, for your calls.